Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Lisa Lashendro. I'm one of the annuity marketing directors here at Insurance Agency Marketing, and really happy to have all you on here. I'm seeing a lot of new names. That always gets me excited, and I want to welcome all of you back that have been here before on one of our webinars. So, with that, I would like to quickly introduce you. Today, we've got the honor of having Whitney Gramlich. She is with American Equity Investment Life and is one of the business development specialists. So this gal's got it all when it comes to some of the methods and the strategies that we're going to talk about today with partial Roth conversions. She's going to mention a little bit on their product and how tax-free components, play as a factor in being a very helpful strategy for you to be well aware of for your clients. So with that, I am going to get rolling here so I can hand it over to Miss Whitney. So let me get my screen together. All right. Well, again, thank you all for joining us this morning. Um, for those of you that are new to IAMS, or maybe this is your first webinar, I want to let you know that, when you contract or when you're working with the IAMS family, I like to call it, or you might hear others call it, we come right out of the gate and give you a new producer builders bonus. So in the first 6 months that you write any life or annuity business with us, we go to one of these levels of premium or levels that where we're going to give a little bit back to you, show you our appreciation and a little thank you for joining us. And that's going to go back into your business. So, I mean, whether it's you want us to help you pay for some leads with a, cash back, or whether you want us to help develop a website for you, or maybe you just need to revamp your logo and get a fresh new look. All of our team members here can do that. And I'm going to talk a little bit about our team members too, so that you have a real good idea of all the bells and whistles you get working with us here at IAMS. On top of that, I know that you guys all like referrals. Referrals is one of the best ways you can complement your service, right? So you love referrals, I love referrals, but with us here at IAMS, we're going to thank you for those referrals in a form of cash. So when you refer a producer over to us, we have our referred producer program. $50 for when an agent contracts. You get overrides, marketing reimbursements, things like that. So if you ever have questions on any of that, or how that program works, just give your marketer or myself a call. I'll be happy to walk you through it. I mentioned a little bit about our back office support earlier in the first slide. You guys, we really do, we really do have some of the best support here at IAMS, compared to our competitors out there, hands down. I love to brag about it because it is the reason why a lot of our producers stay with us for as long as they have, because you can't beat it. If you need help with case design, your marketer will do that. If you want somebody to be on the phone with the carrier for an hour, waiting for status on a policy, let's do that for you. Contracting, paperwork, quotes, illustrations, strategies, all of it. Let us be your back office. I tell my guys, let me be your right hand man. Contact me. Let me do all that, because I want you out there talking to the clients. I want you in front of people, because that's what you do. Let me help you grow your business by doing all the back office stuff. So just contact your director, your annuity director, or any contact that you have here at IAMS, and we will get you to the right spot and help you with those needs. I do strongly encourage you all to get on to our IAMS website. It's www.imsinc.com. On here, you're going to find a ton of resources at your fingertips as well. You can order quotes on here. Let's say it's midnight and you just realize, you want another quote strategy or something like that. You can go onto our website. It'll be sitting on our desk right in the morning, and we can get that out to you. There's other sales tools. One thing I like to point out is our support tab and training tab. We have a variety of different webinars. We record all of our webinars for training purposes. We have sales resource library that has a lot of different tools, presentations, one pagers, just a lot of different options on our website, and it's easy to use. That's what I like about it. It's not too complicated. You can find your way around it pretty quickly. Then on our website we have Firelight. This is a e-app program that's rather popular in our industry, one of the best ones in the industry, where you can go on. The thing about Firelight, guys, is if you're not already registered for Firelight, for those of you that are contracted with us, you want to get registered, because this makes the process so much easier, not only for you, not only for the client, but to get you paid sooner as well. The reason for that is because you're going to pull all the right forms out of Firelight. You're not going to have to second guess if you need a certain 1035 form or replacement form. It's all going to be there pulled for you. Not to mention, we can still proof it for you. We can proof your applications before it goes to the carrier, so that we can try to, fix any corrections before the client signs, of course, and then get that over to the carrier electronically. It goes very smooth and very quickly. So I encourage you to get that going if you haven't already. If you have questions, definitely let us know. Next, our creative team. It's another part of IAMS I'd love to brag about. These guys can revamp a logo, create a website, do it all. If you have any questions, this is something that we can help you with on our creative side. If you're looking to send email marketing, or maybe some different advertising, maybe it's social media, let your marketer know and we can certainly put something together for you. Also with IAMS, when you're contracted with us and writing business with us, we will take care of the fee for Retirement Analyzer. This is a nice software available. It's known industry-wide to make presentations to your clients look very professional, and it makes it a lot easier for you to explain the shortage, that they have at retirement, or the tax consequences that they have at retirement. If you have any questions on the retirement tax analyzer, or how you can get access to this through IAMS, just give us a call. We'd be happy to answer those questions and get you going. Ooh, our IAMS Wealth Management team. I love these guys. This is something we started several years ago, when we were thinking, what else can we provide our producers so that they have literally everything they need here at IAMS at their fingertips. And we developed the IAMS Wealth Management team. Charles Sr. did, along with Steve Murray, and it's really been taken off. A lot of really good compliments on it, because this is accessible to you if you are registered or not registered. Let's say you're not registered and you have a client that might need to be, might have a better fit for a securities product. And you don't want to hand them off to Joe Schmo down the street, because he's going to probably try to sell them on everything else and take that business from you. You can send them over to IAMS Wealth Management, and we can even have you on the phone. It'll be a conference call, so you are still in control of your client. If you are registered and you want to handle all of that yourself, be part of our IAMS Wealth Management team. You won't be sorry. Every time I tell somebody about the opportunities that you have out there, how cost efficient it is to be part of the IAMS Wealth Management team. They literally do everything for you. Definitely give us a call and let us know if you have any questions on that. I'm actually going to set a poll right now for anyone that wants additional information on our IAMS Wealth Management. Please select yes, and my buddy Duncan will probably be in touch with you. He's been in the industry for a long period of time. Zach, he's been awesome with a lot of my agents are not registered, and taking care of some of their securities needs. So I just love getting that feedback from my agents about how awesome these guys are. Give this another few seconds and then we'll keep on rolling. All right. Thank you everybody for participating in that poll. I appreciate it. Okay, this is a trip I'm extremely jealous of my producers that are going to because it is a Mediterranean cruise for our top producers. Qualification period is still going on. We have until June 30th of this year to qualify. It takes 4.5 million to qualify. It's life and annuity business. So, a couple $1 million cases with American Equity will get you there. But anyway, I I encourage you all to, take a look at this and look how IAMS loves to repay. This is not a cheap, Cancun, Mexico trip. This is a Mediterranean cruise that we're going to take you, very exclusive, very high end. Steve Murray's definitely pulling out the stops on this one. So if you have any questions on it, let me know. We've got our Life and Annuity Academy that we also have a couple times a year. All expenses, again, paid by IAMS. We take care of the hotel, travel, the whole bit and caboodle. Here, it's a 2-day training class that's going to include advanced sales tools. It's going to include advanced strategies. This is not your insurance 101 class, academy, but this is going to be where you're going to be schmoozing with other producers in our industry that, write a good amount of business. So hanging out with some of the best, hearing from some of the best, and walking away with tools and ideas for you to grow your business. That's really the goal there. So if you do have some questions, or if you want to get registered for our academy, let us know. I'll follow up with you. You should start seeing some emails from us, but we'll definitely, you'll see those registration forms, and just make sure that you contact somebody here at IAMS. With that, I invite you all to follow us and like us on our LinkedIn and Facebook pages. We're always trying to keep you guys in the loop with what's going on there. And Whitney, if you are ready, I'm going to pass the baton on to you, my dear.
Yes, I am.
Okay, the show is yours.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And good morning to everyone out there. And I just want to touch on a few things that she mentioned earlier. With Firelight, we at American Equity always update our forms out there. And I really try and push our advisors to use the electronic app system. Reason, like she said, you get paid faster and you actually get a policy number within the hour. We have suitability built in. So if it meets all the parameters, it will go through to straight processing. So always look at that. And one thing about Firelight and even our Ready app system that I want to mention that some advisors didn't realize we had out there. There is a box on page 4 of our application that you can check or not check, depending on if you want an e-delivery receipt and the policy emailed to the client over a paper copy. So just a reminder to be on the lookout for that, because we have a lot of advisors that didn't realize that that was an option and they've checked it and wanted a paper copy instead. So just a heads up on that. And yes, IAMS's back office is phenomenal. I get calls from Amber and her team of the new business asking about contract status, what's going on with the policy, can you help? I actually have a voicemail from Laura at IAMS to call her back with a situation. So trust me, they do take care of their advisors there. And two quick things before I get rolling, because you're not going to spend a full hour learning about Roth conversions, because I don't want to bore you. I need your business. So two things I wanted to make sure that everybody was aware that as of February 1st, so that was yesterday, we increased the bonus on our Estate Shield product from 20 to 25%. So that is our newest option, because we heard a lot of advisors that wanted us to increase the bonus on the Estate Shield, and they'd come back and write us. So we listened and we did. And then also, if you're listening from the great state of Idaho, you finally have two new products for your state, the Estate Shield and the Asset Shield with enhancements. So contact your marketer at IAMS or give me a call and I can help you with that. But now on to the main event, which is Roth conversions. A lot of our advisors and even some of our marketing groups out there didn't know that American Equity can do partial Roth conversions to help the clients and also to help the advisor. So I just want to go over some key items about why you should look at partial Roth conversions. What is it? Ways that we can help, and then I do have some question and answers that we've received from advisors asking about our partial Roth conversion process. And we do have a dedicated team here at American Equity in our service department that can answer all your partial Roth conversion questions. So I'll let you know
Whitney,
that. Yes.
Are you cool if they answer or send in questions while we're talking here and using the questions box?
I can do the questions at the end if they want to leave them in there.
Okay,
So
sounds
yeah,
good.
that's fine. If you have questions, just put it in the chat and we will get to those at the end. But first, where does everyone see taxes going? We know they're not going down, wish they were, but they're going up. So what are some ways to help your clients pay taxes now so they'll help them have more money later on? So right now, with our partial Roth conversion, we do have a great brochure that is available out on our agent website that goes step by step into what a Roth is. And if you are unfamiliar with that, a Roth conversion is basically rolling over a pre-tax funds from a tax-deductible traditional IRA, a SEP, or a simple, or an IRA to a non-deductible Roth IRA. This will actually create a taxable event in the year of the conversion. One thing that I really want to stress about this is please consult a tax advisor. If you are not familiar with the tax guidelines, please get with one just to make sure that this will be in the best interest for your client. I can't stress that enough. So I just want to make that out there for you. But the client will receive actually 2 end of the year tax forms that they will add with their income tax filings. And they'll receive a 1099-R for the amount of the conversion, and then the other form with the 1231 values. The conversion will, like I said, be included into their filing of taxes. Even though the funds are taxable to the policy holder in that tax year, the earnings can be withdrawn tax-free if the funds are held in that Roth IRA for 5 years, and also if the owner is 59 and a half old. Any withdrawals of earnings before being held for that 5 years or before they're 59 and a half are still taxable, similar to a non-qualified contract. So a Roth IRA is sometimes described, that I've heard, as a back-ended IRA because of the contributions that are not tax deductible. But the tax benefits are derived when withdrawing those funds tax-free. Contributions to Roth IRAs are not tax deductible, but if the funds are distributed in a qualified distribution, they are tax-free. Therefore, the earnings on the Roth IRA are generally tax-free, and that is why I stress to talk to a tax advisor to make sure that everything is in good order for the client. And we make it super easy here at American Equity to do a partial Roth conversion. There is just one simple form, just one form that you tell us how much you want out of the client's current contract to move into a partial Roth conversion. Now, the one nice feature on this form is you tell us the percentage, and then you tell us if they want to have the taxes for state and federal withheld right then and there, or if they're going to pay the taxes out of another account. And we do that all for you. We put it in our system, and it does not create a new policy number. So that's one nice feature that we offer. It doesn't create more headache for your client to figure out, okay, I have how many policies now at American Equity that I did a partial Roth conversion? No, we take that same policy number and just add an R at the end. So the policy, if the policy number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they want to do 10% of that current policy and move it into a partial Roth conversion, they can do that, and we'll just have that same policy number with an R at the end. Now it's going to have the same benefits and same allocations as the main policy. So there's no new surrender charges. It will have the same allocations that were elected at the start of the policy, and it will have the same built-in terminal illness and nursing care rider if your client was at that age under 75 at the time that the policy is issued. But on the screen here, these are some of the key benefits of why you should look at doing partial Roth conversions. And one nice feature is this can help your clients navigate those retirement unknowns. So when they're ready to turn on income, if they've already done a partial Roth conversion, they don't have to worry about how much taxes are going to come out of their income. They will have that already done and don't have to worry about that. So we do have some nice marketing pieces. We even have an ad slick that you can get customized that talks about partial Roth conversions and why they're important to do, that you can advertise and get out to potential clients. And that's another way to get more business to you. And I did not know they had animation, so I apologize. So here are some step-by-step options for how to do partial Roth conversions. Again, client meets with a financial planner and tax professional, decides Roth conversions can help meet their priorities and goals, and it shows how to do it. And then, of course, they'll receive 2 forms for tax purposes. So with that, let us look at a case design here, an example for better help with this. So we have Andrew here, who's 60. He plans to retire in the next 5 years. He's married with 2 adult children. You see his tax bracket, his tax rate, and what is he trying to do? He wants to lower his taxable income for the long term and secure a non-taxable distribution, so he doesn't have to worry later on. So what's the best way to do that? With a partial conversion of a policy that is already in force at American Equity. So with 100,000, he can convert 20,000 every year for 5 years. And then when it's ready, he can start taking income. And I do want to let you know that if you are bringing over a traditional IRA or SEP to American Equity and they want to start doing that partial Roth conversion, let us know on page 2 of the application, because it will ask you, how do you want this coded? Is it going to be a traditional? Is it going to be a Roth? So if they want to start doing that Roth conversion, mark Roth on that page 2 of the application and put the amount, and then also fill out the partial Roth conversion form. That way our new business department will know. And I always like to say, put also a letter of instruction at the front of the policy, just as a reminder saying, hey, this client wants to do a partial Roth conversion and we can do that for you. So there are many different ways that we like to help you, the advisor, and help your clients and make it an easy process. So the next step is to process the form, and every year we just need that form filled out if they want to continue to do 10% or whatever dollar amount they would like to do. I wish we made it super easy, even easier, by just filling out that one form and saying, hey, over the next 5 years, I want to do this, and we can put it in our system. But we are working on that to make it a little easier so you don't always have to remember at anniversary to do another partial Roth conversion. But we're here for you, so we're trying to make things easier. So some key considerations about why you should do a partial Roth conversion. It really helps the client. And one thing to remember, the required minimum distributions cannot be converted to a Roth IRA. That is one of the questions that we get asked a lot from advisors is, can this be converted? And no, unfortunately, it cannot be converted to Roth. But some of the other questions that we see a lot of, or we hear, I should say, when does the 5-year holding period begin? That 5-year holding period begins on the first day of the first year for which a contribution was made or first conversion. Another one that we got was, can non-qualified contracts be converted into Roth IRAs? No, they cannot. And another one is a Roth conversion considered a rollover and limited to 1 per year rule? Per the IRS website, a rollover from a traditional IRA to a Roth IRA, a conversion, is not subject. So that's a good thing. It is not subject to the 1 rollover per year limitation. So please work with a qualified tax advisor on that part if you still have questions on it. And what tax forms will the client receive? They'll get that 1099-R, and then they'll also get a 5498. So there'll be 2 forms that they get. And can a Roth conversion be backdated to the prior tax years? No. No, the form must be received and processed within the requested tax year. So if you're already preparing for year end already on February 2nd, just remember here at American Equity, we request that you get those, any requests for Roth conversions to be done for the 2022 tax year to be in-house for us by little more than a week before the end of the year, just so we can make sure that it gets done. So with that, can I convert more than 10% or penalty-free amount of my contract? Yes. However, any taxes withheld need to be within that penalty-free amount allowed on a contract. So it's just simple items, and we do have, like I said, hunt group here at American Equity. So when you call our 800 number and it says, if you know your party's extension, dial it now. We have a group of individuals that are very well knowledged in Roth conversions. And that number is the same 800 number, but their 4-digit extension is 1415. They will always be there to answer your questions on any issues that you have on Roth conversions. What can we do? Did you get the file in? Things of that nature, they can help you with that. So also at American Equity, like we went over earlier, IAMS has a great marketing team. Well, so do we. We have 9 regions, and all of us are here to help you. You have a set of 3 individuals, the regional, the business development specialist, which is me, and then our internal phone team member. And the internal phone team member is always in the office. I'm on the road about 30 to 40% of the time, and the regional is out 80% of the time. So you can always get a hold of us, even if it's a Friday afternoon and we close at 1 o'clock Central Time. Send me an email, and I'm usually going to respond to you anytime on the weekends. As long as I don't have something going on, I'm always there for my advisors. So we have a great team, and also Since IAMS has a great loyalty program, so do we at American Equity, where the more you produce with us, the more marketing dollars we give back to help you grow your business any way that you see fit. $1 million in a calendar year gets you an invite to our spring conference. And this year in April, the first weekend, we are actually in Nashville. And about every other year we do Vegas. So it's a great opportunity to network, hear from the top executives at American Equity, and hear from some of our top advisors. Once you hit that $2 million mark, we give you loyalty rewards dollars. And one nice feature is we go back to $1 of your first policy issued this year. So if you hit the $2 million mark on February 26th, we will go back to your first policy issued this year and pay you those additional basis points back and then forward on any new business that comes in. Every time you hit the next level, we pay out additional commissions for you. So that's a nice feature that we offer at American Equity. And with that, I want to thank you and go out to our agent website. We have a lot of new marketing material that can help with Roth conversions and a lot of those retirement unknowns that we are facing currently with the pandemic and with the volatility of the markets. So with that, I want to turn it back over.
Thank you, Whitney. Appreciate it as always. A lot of good information here, guys. Great opportunity for you to, write in the business that you would normally write anyway and get a double dip, you might say. A little something, something from IAMS, a little something, something from Whitney, and, everybody's a happy camper. I would like to launch one more poll. This one is going to be for American Equity. I want to invite everybody to please select yes or no here. For those of you, I see several of you on this list that's attending here today with us are already contracted with American Equity, but a lot of new names here. So if you haven't already contracted with us, and we'll get you connected with American Equity, I will follow up with all of you as well, answer any questions, get you connected with Whitney to answer additional questions. We want to make sure that you have this strategy down pat, because I'm telling you, I'm on the phone all day long, and I would say 80% of the advisors I talk to are not aware of how simple this strategy is and how much of a benefit it could be for their clients. So this really will separate you guys from the guy next door. I'm telling you. Well, with that, Whitney, anything else?
Nope, just send in more premium.
We're working on it. We're working on it. Well, y'all, I again appreciate all of your time here with us this morning. At that, I'm going to let you get back to it, and I look forward to speaking with you all. Thanks so much. Have a great day, everybody.